We used a lot of different materials to make 3D figures today. And I saw people thinking about how the different figures go together, how they could change some figures and turn them into other ones. And I want to hear a little bit about how you made the different figures. So what materials did you choose and how did you make them?
I have two things to say. The first thing is about the 3D figures that I used some Play-Doh and some clay. The Play-Doh goes on top and the clay goes on the bottom. The clay goes on the bottom because it's much like stiffer.
Oh, and how did that help you when you were making yours?
Because it was much stiffer on the bottom, but Play-Doh is not that stiff.
Oh, so but why did that matter? Why couldn't I just put the Play-Doh all over the place?
Because it would just make a huge mess and everything will fall apart.
Oh, so you learned a little bit about the materials.
Because Play-Doh is sticky. It sticks to other Play-Doh. I used some Play-Doh, but it still fell down.
Oh, but when you used the clay, it didn't?
Because it was clay, maybe. Maybe it wasn't Play-Doh. Because if you just push it hard enough, it'll stick.
Oh.
It was Play-Doh.
I wonder if...
Maybe she didn't push hard enough.
Okay. So you found some success with the Play-Doh, but she found that she needed to use the clay for it.
Yeah, because clay...
Okay. Who else has something to share about the 3D figures that they made? Natalia?
We made a cone. We put clay on the bottom and clay on the top.
Okay. And then what did you use as the sides of the cone?
Those little black straws.
Okay. Now I just have a question for you. How did you know that you were making a cone and not a pyramid?
Because pyramids have a square on the bottom, but that one's round on the bottom.
And how did you make sure that those straws didn't fall down?
We pushed them into the Play-Doh really hard.
Okay. Who else can tell me about the figures that they made? Yes?
But when we pushed the clay really hard and through those black straws, they started to go through and then the clay and then it started to fall apart.
Oh, so what did you do to fix it?
And then we thought about how will we make a cone?
Oh, but I thought you did make a cone.
No, we made one of those cubes first, but it didn't work.
Oh, so you...
Then we made the rectangle.
So you actually took a cube and turned it into a cone?
No.
Yeah.
By taking all the sides from the cube and only leaving 3 left to do the cone.
Oh, I wouldn't have thought of that.
Like that.
Oh.
We first made the cube, then rectangle, then the cone.
Okay, but you still put it down to the 3 left. That was interesting how you mixed up the different figures together to then eventually come down to another one.
Can I please get a drink?
Just wait 1 second till the end of this because I want you to add some information about what you did, and then we can. What did you use?
I used the sticks and the Play-Doh.
Okay, and what did you make?
I made a pyramid
And how did you make it?
by getting some Play-Doh at the bottom, putting it together, got the stalls, and then put the little straws on it, and got some clay and put it on top.
So
and stick it together.
It sounds like you did something very similar to what they did, but you made a pyramid and they made a cone. So what was different about what you made then?
Because cones
Yeah.
are circles and pyramids are squares. Yeah.
Pyramids have that square one.
Because look right here.
Yeah?
This part is a square and this part is a circle. A circle. More like an oval.
Okay. So,
Sounds good?
yes.
I know Now can I get a drink? Aiden made, I know that Aiden made this. No,
Yes.
that was mine.
Yeah.
It looks just the same.
It does. So it's very similar, isn't
Can I
it?
get my drink now, please? It looks just the same.
Good. Now, a lot of you started with cubes, and then I saw multiple groups that did this. They started with a cube, and then they turned the cube into the rectangular prism. How did you do that? How did you start with a cube and turn it into a rectangular prism? Shyla?
Well, we did we thought of turning it around, getting the pieces off and then putting three into it and then put one circle and then.
No, I don't want to know how you turned it into the cone. I want to know how you started with, how did people start with the cube and turn it into a rectangular prism? What did they do? Sarah, what did they do?
We just had to make another half of a cube and then it turned into a rectangle prism.
Did you make another half of a cube, or did you only made a half a cube?
No, she made a whole cube. I made a cube and then another cube to make it.
And how did you know that putting two cubes together would make a rectangular prism?
Actually, it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares, flat squares,
Well,
to make it. Look. One at the back, 1, 2, oh.
that's okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, well those are the 6 faces, those 6 squares. But what she did is she built a whole cube. And then she put the whole cube and attached it to another whole cube and made it into a rectangular prism. My question is, why would that work? Divya?
Because it would be much easier.
But why would it work? Why would putting 2 cubes together form a rectangular prism?
Because when you have 2 cubes, you just need one and then plug it in.
But why? Why does that work to put a cube and a cube? Dana? You can just tell me, why does it work?
Because look how you do it on your hand. You do a little square,
Yeah?
another little square, and then a big rectangle.
Oh, so Dana is kind of showing us this.
And now I should the line, and then ta-da!
So what Dana's saying is that when we put 2 squares together,
It makes a little.
what does it
It
make?
makes
What
a
shape?
rectangle. A rectangular
So
prism.
I wonder then, if that's true, what if I put 3 cubes together?
It makes another rectangular prism.
But it wasn't the same as that rectangular prism.
It's like all it just does, it doesn't matter how it looks like. Like this
Yeah.
is a rectangle, but this is a rectangle too. It doesn't matter what size it is or what it looks like. It just is the same.
You know what?
Even if it's longer.
I'm
or
thinking
shorter.
back to the first week in September when we looked at shapes, and all of you told me that the square wasn't the square because it was like on its side, and the triangle wasn't the triangle because it was upside down. And now,
Well, it would be a cone.
you realize, hold on. Is that, now you realize something about the shapes, but now someone said something that stopped me. If I had a triangle,
Yeah.
and I turn it upside down, is it a
A
cone?
cone.
Is it a cone?
No, it's an upside down cone.
hold on.
Upside down triangle.
Why is it an upside down triangle and not an upside down cone?
Because cones have more than that side. Because triangles are rounder.
Are triangles round?
No, but we're not.
What?
Making a pair.
Right, but why is this a triangle and not a cone?
Because
Yeah?
It'll still be a triangle.
But why is it a triangle and not a cone?
Because triangles are like that, and cones are a big rounder at the bottom.
But what's the...
Do it like this.
But what makes it a triangle and not a cone?
Because see, it's a triangle because see how it's not really like it's not really popped out. It's flat.
Right. A triangle is a shape, and a cone is the 3D figure.